Hello, I'm Bill Lampton. This book caught my attention from the outset when the writer described attending a writer's seminar. The seminar director asked the group, "What level of authorship would you like to achieve?" At the top of the list, J.K. Rowling, with multi-million dollars in sales, worldwide fame, obvious success. On farther down were some other levels of achievement and recognition. The author said that she answered that, of course, she wanted to be at the top level, while to her surprise, many others in the group said they would simply model themselves after a regionally known author and see if they could progress from there. She wondered why. Why would anybody settle for being less than the best? And so the book really is about going home, finding your best true self. Here are a couple of excerpts. How often are we held back, the author asks, from a dream because it is not the socially accepted thing? And then again, she says, if we do not know who we are, we will be easily convinced of who we are and what our dreams are by other people. And that, to her, obviously, is not acceptable and should not be acceptable to us. She talks about a place within ourselves where we come to know ourselves. That, she says, is our core of steel. Another selection that I like is when she talks about being a young girl and she thinks about the words that we use for objects. She illustrates by saying, I was thinking about a stone. Why couldn't we really call it a guitar? And all agree that that's what it is. It's then that she realized that labels are simply terms that we use to refer to objects and experiences and people, but the problem is, while we're using the same labels, we might have very different interpretations. There are other gems that this book offers, which I'll mention in the written part of the review. In summary, I would say that the book has a very fine concept. It has a strong purpose. To me, though, the book would have benefited from a very competent editor. For one thing, I found a few typos in the book. That's not what we like to see in a first-class publication. Additionally, there were a number of points in the book where I felt that the prose was rambling, sometimes repetitive, and occasionally too abrupt. In other words, again, I say that a very competent editor could have made this a much more appealing book. Thanks for being with me. I'm Bill Lampton.